Hello friends and hello student. My name is Ashok Sijala. In this session, we learn the table layout in Android. So let us start. First, I share my laptop screen and fix the position here so you can watch better way my video lecture. And here I already open ADT Eclipse for ADT bundle, and that is our device is also I launch. So you have to know in window menu and Android Virtual Device Manager AVD and select your AVD, start and launch. So I complete this process. So I cancel, and now in file menu we can take new Android application project. Yes, and here we can provide the name of our application. So that is a table. Yes, that is table lay yes table. So we can give the full table is control, so table underscore layout. So next, yes, that is a not select our default workspace folder, so we can go in our that laptop and select to our particular drive and particular folder. So that is a better. So Android demo, that is our workspace folder, and again type that is a table underscore layout. So that is already exit, so we can provide the name. So yes, I give the demo. Yes, next. Yes, here that also our icon and background color. Next, blank activity. Next, and main activity, that is our Java, and activity underscore main, that is XML based layout file in Android, and finish. So yes, that takes some process and create our application. Yes, created. So you can look here that first, that is a relatively layout default in ADT bundle. So what to do? So yes, you can also select the relatively keyword, and then we can replace the table layout, but other attributes is remaining as it is. So that is better. We can select all these layout and delete. Now what to do? So our layout is blank, and layout folder we can provide the table layout. So I flash yes. Now our output is coming, and we can take one row, table row. So table is a specification of row, and we can start yes main attributes. So that is a we give like a collapse column. So by default, I assign to 0. So column index start with 0. And then we can specify here that is a column width, and we can take as fill parent. And in table row, we can take two button. So here that is Android, that is our prefix. So yes, that is table row, and yes, that takes some process. So after complete that process, we have to take ourselves, because here that inbuilt process is ongoing. So that takes some time. So yes, now that appears. So you can look here. So yes, here we can provide directly. So yes, that is first we can take the button. So capital and button, and we can provide that attributes. So like Android colon, that we have to take that ID. Yes, that is a we can take the btn. Yes, and then that width and height. So can directly take from wrap content, and then next height, that also I give the wrap content, and then the text of button. So we can say that button first. So let us check what display our layout. So yes, here that is a collapse, so 0. So, and we can provide the fill parent in table row. So first, that is a taking the 1. So let us check 0 is default. And now yes, you can look here, that is a 0, so that collapse. And we can take two buttons, so 0, that is a, now I take directly from here one button in the same row, so that is second, so that is a disappear because that is a collapse. So now I can remove this collapse column 1, so 1 0 index, so first column is disappear, now 2 button is appear, so that is a collapse merge. And now here I provide the second, and that ID we have to not change, but I provide the text color. So let us check F00F, and here also we can specify the color. So text color, and that hexadecimal code 4F004F. Now look. So yes, here if we provide the 0 collapse, so in the parent, yes, here I specify the collapse column, that is attributes to parent. So that is 0, so that the first column, so first or button is disappear. And when I provide here 1, so that is our second column, means second button, that disappear. So that is in row, that is a, yes, you can look here, that is a false one button 1, so that is 0, that disappear. So 1 and 2, yes, here I provide, but that is a 0. So for column index start with 0, so 1 means 2, second button is disappear, and 0 provide the first button, so that disappear. So that is collapse. Collapse means merging. And now if you provide remove this collapse column, so that is both button, that is appear, means that first row. So you can look here. Now we can second important property apply to the table, and that is a scratch. So click here Android, so we can scratch, yes, so that is scratch and shrink. So scratch column 0, so let us check what is the effect. So 0 first row, yes, you can look that span, scratch that size. And now I specification like 1, so that is a button 2, that is a scratch, so you can look here. And now I give the asterisk sign, so that is a all 2 button adjust apply to the scratch according to that row. So that is a span to the exactly our activity, and that is a row. So that is a scratch column. And now next important property is that is a shrink. So I remove this. So yes, you have to know 0 index start. So asterisk is wildcard character and apply to all column. And now we can make other important attributes, and that is a shrink. Yes, so shrink same effect 0, so that is a first column, so you can look here, that is a both, that is same size. And now I apply the 1, so you can look here, that is a shrink. But how the effect, yes, we have to watch measurement. So yes, first I remove one button, and we can observation. So yes, I give the delete uh, second button and apply to the shrink to 0. And here we can provide, yes, first we have to check, yes, any effect is appear or not. So yes, that is perfectly. But now here we can specify is a fill parent. So fill parent, and then string column. First we have to remove this string column 0. So I remove, and let us check what is the effect. So that button is yes, that is a default size. So what to do? So yes, here we can already remove the string column. Now specification of that button, and that is we have to that is a fill parent, but that's not so we can provide as match parent. Let us check first what is the effect. Yes, so that is a first. So here we cannot adjust to that button size. So one important attributes that is Android and that EMS and provide the like 20, 10 or 20. Yes, you can also specify. So you can look that span is now we can shrink. Yes, that loud that is effect we have to first that is scratch. So you can also use the scratch and shrink. So now I use the shrink column. So you can look here string and that's 0 default, and you can also use comma operator in string collapse column and scratch column comma delimiter and give the 0 1 2 that type of value. So yes, here that not effect because we have to provide the EMS 10. Now I remove these attributes and save, and let us check what is the effect. So you can look, yes, that means that by default that size. So yes, that is all about string column, stretch column, and collapse column. Now we can apply particular some specific demo to the use of table, and that is we have to yes one row. Yeah, I remove all that attributes and take the this row as a last. But here we can take the other table row, and that we have to provide the capital so table row, and that table row we can first edit text. So this is our control edit text, and that we have to specify some attributes. So that is a like id height width, so I copy and paste to here also, and that id change, so we can specify the student roll number. So ETXTRN, that is id of that, and we can also use hint, or you can also use as a label to specify your which value you have to supply user. So you can look here, that is a our edit text. And now what to do? So here that is a important property, and that is a gravity, or so we can provide as a center. Yes, and then we can provide here that is match parent. So let us check what happened. Yes, so that is a center. Yes, and we can scratch. So yes, I specify that is a scratch column 0. So look here, that effect, yes, that is full span. Yes, of both button. So all 0, that is a specification. Now what to do? So yes, that is a all first column that is affected. Now what to do? So here we can specify a particular row and column. So yes, what to do? So here we can, yes, again I copy and paste this row, and that is our use student name. Here I change txt nm and edit text. So hint property is there, or you can also provide the left and right. That is a we have to take as a label. So let us check. I remove this scratch column and take the text view as our head label. So text view, yes, and that is same. I copy this ID and that with height. So here we can provide any ID of text view. So text view, yes, that ID we have to not refer to our coding. So text view 1, yes, and let us check what happened. So one by one, step by step. So yes, here that is our control, and here that is our control. So we can remove this layout gravity to center. Yes, I remove this and provide the text view first, that is a text. So we can give the label. So like text, Yes, and that we can give the roll number of student, and you can also use the hint property. Yes, and that is same way we can provide the text view control in the second row. Yes, I directly take from palette window also that possibility. You can look here, and now I take the year, that is a text view. You can look now, but we have to provide remove this gravity layer, that remove, and layout gravity. Yes, so first I give the name. So now I provide the one important property, and that is a layout gravity, and that is a we have to justification is a left by default, and edit text we have to provide the layout gravity to right side. So that is perfect. Let us check. So layout gravity, and I provide the right. So left right, that combination. Yes, and same I use in the first row. Yes, in the text view Android. So layout gravity, yes, I default is a left, but we can specify, and edit text. Yes, after ID we can provide the layout gravity. That is we have to specify the right side. So let us check. So you can look, that is a left and that is right, but that size is very small. Yes, edit text. So this our edit text, that is match parents. So we can give the here flip parents, and that is second edit text also provide that with match parent, but we can provide the fill parents. Let us check. Yes, that what layout is changed. Yes, so you can look, but that is a not effect. Yes, same small size. So what to do? So yes, here we can specify, that is EMS. Yes, that is when, so Android dot EMS, and I provide the 10, and also in this Android dot EMS, it is a size, yes, 10. So now, and in last row, that is a one button, and button ID I now give the submit. We have to print student roll number and name to toss. So that is a third row. So first row, yes, that is a first, second, and that is third row. So that is a first. Yes, we have to define the first, second, and third. So you can look now. Yes, perfect. And we can take only that button, and with that layout gravity we can provide as a center. So last row, that is our last row. But that ID is a 1. So I provide as a uh, table layout, and that 3. Yes, so perfectly. And that is also I copy as that table row. Yes, that attributes not set, so we can provide attributes. Okay, and same in the first row. Yes, here is also not specify the attributes of table, so we can provide the EMS. So here I provide the one row. Yes, here I provide the second row, that ID, and last, that is provide the third. Yes, now that perfectly. Copy, and here we can provide uh, that is Android, and that is gravity, and that is center of that third row, but is center. So let us check. So you can look now, that is our design. Yes, and what is when we can submit, then toss that roll number and display. So our design is ready in table layout. Now what to do? So I open in source package, and that is main activity.java file, And here first we have to take all id from r.java file. So first I take two edit tags, and that id we have to take like erno and enm. Yes, and that id, so we can say that erno, yes, find view by id, that is a method of activity class, and r dot id dot. So in table layout there is no any typecasting error. So like in relatively layout, that is sometimes taking problem, but here there is no any issue or no any typecasting error. So that is a perfect justification. Left right column you have to specify to yourself. So yes, find view by id, r dot id dot, yes, that is txt name, and find view by id return is a view class parent, so we can need as a typecasting. And now same process, I take the button. So button we have to take reference. So button even, yes, and that, yes, that package is not import. So when we can type ourselves, we can take that package also, then error is gone. And now same process, button find id r dot id dot btn. Yes, I think we have to provide the btn submit. So let us check in design view. So that id, yes, btn only. So I give the submit sub. So I save, and now I go in java file, and now you can look, yes, btn submit, and semicolon typecasting. Now what to do? So yes, you have to know there are two technique. I directly write the set on click listener, and you can also specify in xml file directly on click. So that we have to not set on click listener we have to not register. So yes, nameless and anonymous inner type, and first we have to provide the semicolon, and take the on click listener, that package import view package view class, all error is gone. And now what to do? So we can take as a toss class and make text get application context. Otherwise you can use also main activity dot this, and here we can provide the now our two edit text value roll number, and that id rno dot edit text get text, that is java get text and set text. Now get text and toString plus concatenation slash n new line, adding is a name, and plus sign again, and that enm, that is second edit text id. So you can look, that is get text again, same process, and toString. So yes, that perfectly. And now third argument in toss class text method. So that is a toss dot short or long. So we can provide the long, and show method nesting. So that is a display. So I can save now, control S, that our application, that our designing. So that is a table, and that root element is a root table row, and we can place that child. Yeah. So you can also use as a hint property. Yes, here I use as a text view as a label, but you can also use as a hint, that is better. But I just how to you can perfectly layout to left and right in table layout. So I can use as a text view as a label, and edit text view as our input and submit. And you can also display in the text view. Here also you can use as a label in text view as a in Android, and then you can also display your output in text view. And here I use as a toss class. So now I can run these apps, and let us check how that print. So right click, run as Android application. So you can look here that our device is ready, and take some process. Yes, here process is ongoing, so that takes some time. And after complete all the process, or you can look here, that is some process is ongoing. So that is a logcat window. And now very short time that our output is coming. So that is all about, that is a table layout. and also you can use same way as a grid layout. So there are file layout in Android. So default is edit bundle in Android Eclipse. So that is a relatively layout. Then linear, vertical, horizontal, then frame layout, table layout, and then grid layout. And absolute layout is also there. So yes, I type one and then from yes any name and submit. So you can look here, that is display our output. So I can change any value. So let us check 101 and give the name as like Krishna and submit. So you can look now. So yes, how to use? Yes, now I can remove in our design. Coding is perfectly. Now we can again focus in design. So what to change? Yes, now I cannot use as a text view as a label. So I remove this text view. Yes, not so we can, that is a better we can use as a hint property. So yes, Android and in edit text, that is a hint property, and that I give the like roll number. So when we can type, that is a just placeholder and that remove automatically. So I remove this text view in the second row and use the hint property. So that is a improvement. So first I use as a text view as a label. Now we can use as a hint property of edit text. So now I can save. Look now our design graphical layout. So yes, you can look here. And now also we can provide the fill parent, but and that size also increase. But now I can provide as a row, and that we can provide as layout gravity. So here Android, and that is yes, gravity and layout gravity both are there. You can also use gravity, and that provide a center. And yes, top first I give the top, and then I provide the center. So let us check what is the effect of first row. Yes, you can look here. So center. Yes, same we can apply to the second row. So yes, second row. Yes, here that is same Android and gravity. So that is a top and then center. Now look what is the effect. Yes, and button size is increased. So what to do? Yes, let us check how it's increased. So yes, match parent is there, and here that is a fill parent. So that is a row and center. Yes, that is gravity. We have to provide the center and that height and that match parent. So I give the wrap content. Okay, save. So let us check. So yes, but that size is not changed. So all three that control is same apply. So if you small size if there, so apply the Android, and that is also EMS, and like I provide the 8. So let us check what happened. So yes, there is no any effect. So I provide the 5. Let us check. So yes, but width we have to provide here match fill parent. So width of that fill parent. So I give the match parent. So now let us check. We have to provide the row table row. So perfect. So yes, that is all that same size effect is applied to in the parents. So let us check. Yes, fill parent. Here is fill parent. So that is applied to all button and text view. That is look better, but you can also decrease the size. Yes, here that not EMS use in button, because that is a match parent and fill parent. So here is a match parent. So that is a match parent. we have to remove this match parent and provide the wrap content. Yes, you can look now. So perfectly. So that is a hint. Now I can again run and let us check output of these apps again. So how, yes, that is our previous output, and very shortly that is gone, and new latest our change. So that text view we have to remove and hint property we have to use. So that is a better in Android because our activity size is fixed. After number of control, you can take the other activity. So that is a sub or child activity. So we can use as an intent message passing object, and you can also nesting the layout, one layout to like linear to linear, one to so that is a nesting, like nested for loop, so nested layout. So yes, here that is, you can look here roll number. I just typed, and a roll number hint property is means that this appear, then name, yes, and submit. So you can look here. So now I hope, yes, you can understand and enjoy. That is a table layout, all about the table property. We can collapse column, scratch column, shrink column, and column index start with 0. So now I hope you can understand and enjoy this session. So yes, subscribe my channel Ashok Sijala Equity, press the bell icon to never miss any update, and thanks for your watching, supporting, and sharing my video lecture, and Hare Krishna.